First of all, I would like to thank you for serving our educational communities and showing compassion during these difficult times. I am here as an individual and a kindergarten teacher from Castle STEAM Academy. I have also served this district as a STEAM specialist, distance learning TOSA, a lead of science and technology and professional development. I will start with my ask in case I run out of time. Last week, we were sent a letter to declare our intent to return. Before I can make this decision, I need to know if this district plans to continue implementing the state's recommendations of quarantine and testing, which has been at your discretion this entire time. I also want to know if we will continue to the mask requirements currently in place due to the state of emergency after the emergency is lifted. Today I'm addressing the board because I'm extremely unhappy with the current working conditions and want to know what next year is going to look like. The COVID protocols are harming our students, staff, and systems. Will they be lifted or will they remain? Let me explain my problem with these conditions. To my disappointment, healthy children are forced to mask and sit home when considered a close contact. My class averages anywhere from 25 to 50% absences per day, which is a disaster for learning. It's beyond frustrating to watch student progress regress with each quarantine, knowing that healthy children have no risk of serious illness to COVID. I am extremely concerned about the discrimination in the workplace. Unvaccinated staff members are subject to weekly testing and forced to quarantining while not sick and at their own expense. Personally, I was forced to quarantine after being exposed to COVID by 2 of my vaccinated coworkers. I was not allowed to work while others could. I have to get weekly tests for a virus in which I've never had and have never spread, while watching many of my vaccinated and boosted coworkers contract the virus multiple times. Masking is a huge concern for me. My vision, breathing, and hearing are stifled by the mask, which makes working conditions bad. Each day, I have to endure nauseousness while singing, dancing, and giving rigorous direct instruction. My vision is impaired due to my breath coming out of my mask and fogging my glasses, and it's incredibly difficult to hear my students. Another heartbreaking consequence of COVID protocols is the exclusion of family members from school campuses. Imagine parents being told, no, you cannot volunteer in the classroom, you cannot bring snacks for the class, you cannot attend an award assembly or a special event. COVID is too dangerous for the kids, even though the data says exactly opposite. The decisions you make for the upcoming school year will determine the course of education for so many families and staff members. It's unbelievable that I am here asking you to allow me to stay at my job and be treated the same as my other coworkers. Please allow me to breathe and hear freely at work. I love my students, I love learning, and I love my job. I pray for you, and I care for you. Please show me and the many others who feel the same as I do the courtesy of transparency. Let us know what the working conditions will be next year so we can decide if we're willing to accept it or if it's time to move on.
Thank you, Ms. Zimmerman.
Thank you.
Thank you.